welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are gonna have a dark theme and light theme switcher for our web page. And this property we will be gonna give using CSS variables. So please go and watch the CSS variables basic video which I already have on the channel, and we will be also using this sweet toggle button to switch between the light theme and dark theme. I already have a video on this toggle button also, so if you want you can go and watch that video also. So for now, without wasting time, let's begin and let's start coding. So for that, let me open my Visual Studio Code. So we are in our Visual Studio Code, and now let's start our building our web page first, and then we will be gonna go on styles and then switch everything out. So we will be having three files. One is index.html, the other one is CSS file which has few things in it, like I have already written the colors that I would like to use for my light theme and for my dark theme. And then we have a blank JS file in which we are not gonna do much of the things. It will be just using for toggle between the class names light and dark. So let's move to HTML and let's start. So first we will be creating a boilerplate code, and here let's give this a title of dark light theme, and then we will be using a link tag to connect our style.css file, and we will be using script src to connect our JS file with our HTML file. After that, we will be having one header, and this header will be having one nav, and this nav will be having one h1, and this h1 will be code our creatives. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, then please go out and check this out. It's also a nice channel. Okay, this is only the channel, fine. So after that, we will be having a ul, and this ul will be having a class name. So let's give this a class name of navigator, and after giving this a class name of navigator, let's have here li of home, and copy this out and paste it for 3 to 4 times. Then next will be about about, and then there will be a contact. Okay, contact, and yeah, that's it. There was one extra over here. So we will be having ul, and after that we will be having one div in the nav only for that toggle button, and this div will be having a class of theme. Okay, this is same as the one which we have seen in the previous video, so let me just write it off. And okay, so I have added the toggle button. Now let's create another session. Let's close nav and header also, and let's move on to the session 2, and this section will be having a div with class image, and then here we will be having our image. So let's import the image from the file. I will be adding this link in the description. You can take the same image from there if you want the same image over there. So yeah, after, and we have given it a width and a height of 500 pixels and 350 pixels respectively. So yeah, we are done with the image portion, and now let's move to our after image. Let's add some text over here. So Yeah, let's create one h1. First let's create a div, and in that div we can wrap up everything. So let's create a div. Let's create a div with class name text box, and after giving this a class name of text box, we can have one h1 and we can say join us. And yeah, after this we will be having one h3, and this h3 will be having a text of make your dreams come true. And after that, and we will be having this in capital. So after this we will be having one p tag, and this will be having some random stuff. So after creating all these stuff, let's short whole bunch of text. We will be also having over here in this div only, after p tag we will be also having one button. So yeah, let's include that button too over here. So this will be having a class name of btn, and let's write explore on in this exp explore. So yeah, we are good to go with our HTML file. After this, let's create one footer also, and then we will be good to go with our HTML file. So let's create the footer, and this footer will be a very small one. So we will be having just one p, which will be like created with, and we will be using some special symbols. So for that I will be using ampersand hearts to insert a heart, and so this will be like created with love, and then this will be like by code or creatives. So yeah, now we are good to go with our HTML file. But before moving on, let's see how our HTML file basically looks like. So this is the HTML file, and now we will be moving to our CSS file, and we will be giving some exciting styles to our file, and also we will be gonna work on this button so that when it is checked it can change the color of our web page. So we are good to go with our HTML, and so now I have opened my CSS file, and in the CSS file we have some bunch of code. So let me explain you everything so that you can learn that what is the use of CSS variables. So right now we have two declaration of our variables. First is just for body, and the second one is for body, which has a class name of dark. So basically we have given the bg color for our body, which is just a simple body, which will be the light theme of our web page, and then we have given all the colors to it which we want to use in our light theme page, and then we have declared all the colors that I want to use for my dark theme page. And here we also can see some bunch of values which are not colors. Basically it's a numeric value, so that you don't get confused that CSS variables can be only used with colors. It can be used for anything. Like we have used it for transitions, we have used it for shadows, and we have used it for nav width and height. Anything, any values can be stored predefined in our body, so that we can use it anywhere. And same goes with colors also. We also can give this to colors also, which we have already seen also in the past video of CSS variables. So basically I will be not having any extra thing everything is like okay, we have just used everything like footer, header, every styles are for just one time. But wherever I want to switch the colors, like hover button, hover text, I have used this CSS variables. Like for background color also, in this body I have used var bg color. So now let me show you the page, and here you can see that right now we are not able to switch between the themes, but you get an idea that okay, we have given every styles, and everything on the page has been maintained. So now how to use this CSS variables more efficiently. So let me move to this body, and let me give this a class of dark. Now let's save this. So you can see that we have changed the color of our web page over here in a dark mode. The colors which we have decided for the dark mode is now being displaying instead of the colors which we have defined for the light mode. And this is how it is super easy to use CSS variables and add a dark theme switcher on your web page or website, anything. So now I will be doing one thing with the JS file, that in JS file we will be having one cons body, because we want to manipulate everything with the class name of body. That's why I will be bringing my body from the HTML to my JS file using query selector. So let me do this. Document dot query query selector, and here let's give body as the tag name. Now once we have a body, now let's bring the button on which this function has to be performed. And this is our checkbox button. This basically we will be now bringing this to our JS file. So let's give this a class name of check is equals to then document dot query selector, and over here let's bring the input. We just have one input, so we can actually just write input over here, and let's save the JS file. Now first let's console the con okay, for now let's assume that we have a body and our checkbox on our JS file. So now what to do? If let me open the project. If someone is clicking on the button, it should basically move from dark to light and then light to dark theme. It should just switch between the both themes. So to make it more efficient, or we will be using add event listener basically, and this will be performing the task when the button is checked or unchecked. It will see that our checkbox is checked or unchecked. So basically we will be adding event listener to the button, and here we will be saying okay, if we click the button, then if we click the button, then call this function. It's an pure function, and after calling this function, what this function should do, so we want to add or remove the class dark from our body. If the dark is present, if the class name dark is present, it should be having a dark theme, and if it is not present, then it should be having a light theme. So what exactly we will be doing is, we will be having body over here, and we will be having a class list, and then we will be saying toggle between toggle, and yeah, there should be this dark. So what exactly these lines do, if we check the button and if the class is not present, if the dark class is not present in our body, it will add the class, and if it is already present, it will remove the class. So let me save this and let me show you over here. So yeah, this was super simple. And in my CSS file I have just added the colors and the positioning and transition to everything. So let's go through this also once. So in my body I have added a background color of beigey color, which will be white if the class name of dark is not present, and it will be a blackish blue if the class name of dark will be present. Then in my header I have also used the same thing, header, and yeah, we have the same name in both the classes, basically both the body structure. So yeah, these are two body variables, body places where we have defined the variables, and the names of the header will be same. So it will be having a green color if the class name of dark is not present, and as soon as it receive a class name of dark using our JS file, it will give it a bluish color or blackish color, a dark blackish color. And same thing goes with every other element. Like for nav I have used flex and justify content between, space between, and width, minimum height, align items, and margin is auto. Then nav ul I have used display again flex, justify content, list style none, because we don't want any predefined style to the text. And the same thing goes with every other element. Basically it's just the positioning and the paddings and margins, z index, everything, so that we can have a sweet look for our web page, a small sweet look for the web page. So yeah, everything goes the same way, and the main purpose of this video was to show you how you can use your CSS variables in the more efficient way to give a theme switcher on a web page. So let's look the project again. Okay, it's working reversely. So for that we can do one thing, we can just save it, and yeah, now we can add it over here. Let's remove this for now. And let's remove this also for now. Yeah, now we should add it over. Now it's working fine. Yeah, before declaring you have to check this out, that if you are giving theme purposefully in the beginning, then you have to not add dark, instead you have to add light, and then this will be having dot light, something like that. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something new and you learn the application of CSS variables where you can use it in your daily use. So thank you, and please support this channel like this. We are just gonna hit 200 subscribers, and it's super cool. It was very fast. For 100 subscribers we took 3 months, but for 200 it's really very awesome. So thank you, and please subscribe to this channel.